Welcome to another episode of Ask Cindy Connector Live. Hello. This is Cindy over at Ask Cindy Connector Live. Make sure you go to Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and hit that follow button. And if you're interested in getting a 5-night hotel stay, go to Ask Cindy Connector Live on YouTube, subscribe, comment, and share either to LinkedIn or Facebook for an amazing 5-night stay. So today of all days is National Streaming Day, and we're here streaming live from Texas and Southern California. And of course, it's National Pizza Party Day. So if you know a local pizzeria, do a video or photo, hashtag Ask Cindy Connector Live, hashtag National Day Calendar, and National Pizza Party Day. So a little bit about the show. It's all about connecting you to my sphere of influence. I also have a marketing company over at Surf City Aloha Marketing, small business toolbox for your business. I help you with gratitude cards and gifts, digital business card, and connect you to the most amazing people in my sphere of influence. And back on the show by popular demand, Jay Aquino. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much. It was just quite a surprise. I mean, if been coming back on the show, we just really had an interview, a week or two ago, and it's just really great to be back.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So tell my audience, if they have not been on a previous show with you, a little background of what you did before, what you're doing now, and how you could help the small business owner. And then we'll go into the demo.
Yeah, for sure. So a little bit about me. What I was doing before was I was an electrical engineer back in California, and 2008 or 2010, when the recession happened, I got laid off and got into like business. And a few of my friends opened up a food truck. And with the food truck, we were featured on, Food Network, Travel Channel, Man vs. Food, and all that cool stuff. And all with the power of social media marketing. And that's where I really fell in love with marketing and really made a 180 from engineering to marketing. And nowadays, I run a digital marketing agency and also coach business owners on how to leverage digital marketing so that they can get more exposure and get more sales. So, and today we're going to be talking about the CRM that I use and why I think it's super fun and easy and why everyone should actually have a CRM.
Well, let me do an announcement. If you're here on Facebook and you like to comment or you have a question for us, please go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. That's StreamYard.com/Facebook. Basically, Facebook and StreamYard is going to connect. And then when you comment, we actually will see your name. Instead of Facebook user, it'll actually say your name. So really quickly, who is your little assistant?
She's my daughter. She's actually turning 4 tomorrow. So she's just here. She's always supporting me on my shows or whenever I'm called. And it's just kind of like a normal thing. So she just hangs out in my office and my beanbag and whatnot. So that's her. Shout out to her. She has a birthday coming.
Can you grab her for a second? I'm gonna sing
Ella, come on over, baby.
I'm gonna sing happy birthday.
Say hi. They're gonna say happy birthday to you and everything. Come on, don't be shy. Because you came on on the show. They just want to say hi to you.
Put her on your lap. Here we go. What is her name?
Ella.
Hi, Ella. So I'm gonna sing happy birthday.
Oh, let's hear it.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Woo! Yay, what do you say?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Awesome. That was great. I didn't know that you're a great singer. Oh my goodness. Like everybody who just watched that, give her some love and likes, smash those heart buttons. Man, that was awesome.
I could sing happy birthday. I would love to sing at the Dodgers one day. That's actually my singing bucket list, but
love it.
That's for another show. That's for the winter show.
That's awesome.
Well, happy 4th birthday, dear.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow. Okay. So now that we're having some fun, I'm going to pop out and I'm going to have you do full screen and do the demo. And then when you're about done, I'll pop back in.
Sure. So basically, the reason why I switched over, and for everybody who doesn't know, this is what we're using. We're actually using Nurture King. And Nurture King is a CRM system where you can actually get leads and can integrate it with Facebook, Google. So if you're doing Facebook ads, you can integrate that so that all your leads come into this platform. Give me a second, Ella. I'm on a call. Sorry, guys. And then also with Google, if you had a Google ad also running and we create a landing page through here. So basically, this is a CRM that replaced what I used to use. So there might be some people in your audience that actually has used ClickFunnels or ActiveCampaign or anything like that. But that's what I used to use. And those different apps would actually add up to almost like a few $100s. Now with only spending $97, you have unlimited use of this and you can actually do a lot of things. And the cool thing about this is we can actually, let me move over to the demo. So like inside here, we can actually do a lot of automation. So just kind of walk you through what this looks like. So this is a dashboard. So with every opportunity or lead that actually comes into your CRM system, you can actually add a value to that lead. And as you can see, this is like where the pipeline value looks like, and it actually show you a lot of data, what that looks like. And then the cool thing about this is when you do get a lead, there's this one button called conversations, and you could pull conversations from Facebook. You can pull conversations from, emails or text messages. And then in this one platform, you can reply back. So like if you are manually doing this through your phone where you're replying back to text messages or you're replying back to emails on your desktop or you're replying back, on your computer, like this is all in one dashboard where your conversations are held, and it'll actually, make it easier for a one-stop place to have a conversation. So that could be from text messages, Facebook messages, and then anything that came in from like a widget or anything like that. So that integrates it to here. Calendar is more of like if you have like appointments that are booked, and you can actually see all your calendar bookings inside here once a lead comes. Contacts, I don't know if these are real contacts, but I'll just go ahead and move that. But that's where all your contacts sit, and that's where all the information's stored. So name, email, phone number, and you can also create like questionnaires. So if you did have like a lead magnet or something where you're actually maybe trying to get a survey, all that information is in the contact section. So I don't want to leave it too long in that context because I don't know if those are real phone numbers, but that's what it is. So right here is what we call opportunities. So when a lead comes in, everyone comes to the left side, which is a new lead. And as you can see, this is just a demo. But as you move them over, these are what we call cards, and you can slide the cards over. So when you slide these cards over, you can also automate it to where if they need to reschedule, you can actually slide it over, and then that will trigger if you create an automation for that to reach back out to this person, Augustine, and then say, hey, it looks like we missed you on this on our scheduled date and time. Just want to make sure that we get connected. Here's a calendar link to book another call. So you can automate that with what we call workflows. You can also integrate payment systems. So like, for instance, I think this uses Stripe. So if you have a Stripe account and then if you're trying to transact business through online, you can actually start collecting money inside here. I use this a lot for when I'm doing master classes or if I'm selling something. We can create a landing page with a payment a structure, and then also this will actually manage all that to go to Stripe. Marketing, we could do a lot of stuff from email, and there's templates inside here. And I think there's a new social planner, so manage your social media in one place. So this is a brand new feature that I haven't really dug into yet, but that's awesome. It looks like Nurture King is really getting into what people want and need for their business. So this is an all-in-one where you can actually manage all your social media. So it looks like you can manage your Facebook, Instagram, and also your Google through this. And that's a brand new feature. So email builder, again, if you have a list, You can create email blast. You can schedule out emails. You can send out emails. So if you have a list of, 100 people that you want to let them know about your special, your promo, this is a really good place to send out the marketing through there. So there's also templates. I believe if you hit add template, you can do you can create your own templates, add text template or add email template. And then these just get a little bit more into like in depth, like if you're doing triggers right now and whatnot. So like if somebody clicks a link, it'll actually do a different action and whatnot. Automation, this is where it gets really, really cool. So like for this first one, it's called promotion and marketing. So we can create a workflow, and this one's just a PDF follow-up sequence. So this is just a sample. So like, say for instance, somebody opted in for your free PDF or whatnot. And what ends up happening is you can, create a workflow of how that should send out. So what this looks like is somebody submitted their name, email, phone number. We assign it to somebody in the company, and then that gets put into that lead generation dashboard. And then from there, there's an internal notification saying, hey, there's a lead that came in. So it'll actually notify me or anyone that owns the business that, hey, a new lead came in. And then we could add tags to it. So if this PDF is talking about social media, then we can tag people and kind of label them as they are the ones that wanted or that actually opted in for a certain thing. So you could tag them. And then there's, you send out confirmation emails that they received it. You can send out a text message that they received it. You could wait one day and then promote this to, tell them that you have a Facebook group or join my group, and then wait another 2 days and then send them another email, wait another day. So it could go like endlessly. So as you can see, like there's 7 emails inside this one sequence, but you can really take control of like, how you send out your messagings, whether it's through text message or email. Any questions from now before I go into like maybe other things that are in here?
So the conversation, so is that like a bot?
Conversations, no. So conversations, so like the conversations, whether we have Facebook ads running or if we have Facebook Messenger, someone pings us through Facebook Messenger, or if we get, a lead from a Google ad, or even like if somebody emails me or anybody text messages me, all that will sit in the conversation side. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let's see what else. Contacts, opportunities. So opportunities, is that where we can tag like email or text marketing?
Yeah. So opportunities. So for instance, if we have like a paid ad or if we direct somebody to a link and they opted in and they put their name, email, phone number, the opportunities will actually drop inside here. So like, say for instance, if I send you a link and then you put your name, email, phone number, your information would actually pop up and you would be at this new lead at the top. And then from there, you can manage, where you are. This is basically a sales funnel. So the closer you go to the right side, that's the closer to the sale. But like the farthest left is like the coldest. But as you get more into like the right side, this is like, you're warm, you booked an appointment, and then maybe a follow-up, and then service is sold. That's where like kind of like where you close that sales funnel, right? So this opportunity section is more of just like a visual of the buying journey of where your prospect is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's awesome. Because normally it's 8 to 10 touches before it close. And I actually showed somebody my gratitude business, and on the second meeting, we closed.
Awesome.
Because he was looking for something. So yeah, so then I would switch them all the way over to services sold. I love that.
Yeah. So you could just easily drag and drop over here and say he's sold, and then it's all. And then what you can do also, and it's a little bit more in depth or higher level, like once you drag this over here, you can trigger it to send them like an automatic email or automatic text saying, thank you so much for being part of my business and supporting it and whatnot. So like you can really do a lot of automation and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I would automate with the real card in the mail, or real gift or brownie, or something like that. Yeah.
Right. Or you can actually notify yourself and say, and remind yourself, hey, or remind yourself to text you if it dragged over, to remind yourself in a couple of days, make sure that you send out that gift manually. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Let's go to automation.
Yeah. So automation, again, is just the workflows, right? So we can
Mhm.
create different types of workflows, whether it's through appointments or sales or whatever. So whatever you have in mind, it's like, again, like we pulled up that example where it's like once somebody opts in for a PDF or something like that, that you're giving away, we can automatically send out emails and text to join your group, to send another email, to book a call with you, whatever you want to do, right? So that's what the workflows and automations look like. It's very visual, so you can see where the buyer is in their journey, what they're getting, what they're seeing, what they're watching, right?
Yes. Well, can you do a text to Patty and I and show them how the text program works? So that's up to 1,000 texts a month, right?
I believe so when we last chatted. So we would have to put you inside the contacts, right? And let's see if we can create a new contact.
Or maybe
real
just
quick.
put me in there. Yeah, just put me in there.
Let's see if I can create it. Let me just go ahead and stop share. And let me see if I can just add you real quick. I just don't want to, I don't know if these contacts are legit or not. But what I could do is add your contact name in here. Okay, well, give me a second. So what is the, let me see. Okay, go outside. Go outside. I'm going to call it right now. So let me go ahead and put your information real quick. Cindy Lee.
I think she wants to text me.
I know, right? And then what is your phone number? Oh, well, I don't know what your phone number. I don't know if you want to give your phone number, if you have
Of course, the whole internet has it. Yeah,
Okay.
714
714.
604
Okay.
9246.
9246.
Yeah, email. Let's just do Surf City Aloha Marketing at Gmail.
Surf City Aloha Marketing
at Gmail.
At gmail.com. Okay. So let me just kind of share my screen real quick, and I'll just show you what I'm doing in my back end. So in here, in the contact section, if you want to just go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah, let me tell my audience why this is valuable. So I do a lot of networking, and so does Jay. So previous, and I am in the, I was in another CRM, but this has more capability of what I'm looking for. But yeah, basically it's the same type of CRM, except this has more added bonuses, like with the Google, where you could manage your Google and your Facebook reviews.
Yeah.
What I love about this type of system is if I'm going to go to a networking event and I want to pay it forward to Jay and say I want to invite 60 people to his event. Literally, I've done this before. To invite 60 people took me 3 to 3.5 hours. Using this system, it literally will take less than 10 minutes.
Oh, for sure. It'll probably only take like 5 minutes or less, for sure.
There you go. Jim says this looks.
Exactly. Yeah, so it is kind of like, it is actually a high level. So if you know what high level is, we just label ours as Nurture King, but literally this is what it is. And it's so simple. So again, like if you are a ClickFunnels user or a, like a active campaign user or whatever you do, like this is all in one thing that you can do. So you can enter all this manually in here if you had a list, or you can actually upload this list, and we'll go ahead and create this. Make sure that you get the emails and call and voice message or whatnot. And then let's go ahead. So
what is high level? Is that another white labeled CRM?
So that's the main company that actually makes the software. So we created our own version of it. So that we can use it as our CRM. It's branded as ours, right? Yeah. So yeah. So once that's created, like we can easily, I don't know why it's not saving. Maybe it's because it's a demo. But once that's inside there, all the contacts, that was actually inserting your contact manually. But what you could also do is upload your contact list onto this platform, and it makes it easier for you so that you don't have to manually put it in. So just as long as you have a .csv Excel format or whatnot, right? .csv form. If you have a list of 1,000 people, you can actually upload that. So it's super easy for you to just do that. And then what happens is you can easily create emails and workflows and email blast, text message blast, and all that stuff.
So we have a question from Jim.
Yeah. High level requires a lot of tech skills. In what ways did you simplify it for the average user? Yeah. So for us, when we work together, really the functionality of this is we leverage it using paid ads and using it as a funnel, right? So when we work together as partners in this thing, we as a company use it for Facebook ads, Google ads. We actually insert widgets inside people's websites. So if you have a website, and if you don't know what a widget is, it's that little thing in the bottom right that has a little chat box, and you can chat with somebody, and that can actually help develop lots of leads too. And it all will sit inside here. So we develop all that for you because we've been doing this for quite some time, and we just make it easier for the client. So, and then we actually help them navigate through simple things like this, right? And with us, we create simple SOPs inside what we call Nurture King. And there's videos on like how to send out emails or how to send out a text message, so you don't always have to come to us. We create videos for you so that you guys know what you're doing. So that's, anyone could get high level, anyone can, but what really makes us different is that we walk our clients through how to use it.
So what's the voice drop for those of us who don't know?
Yeah, so the voice drop, basically, if you had a list of, say, 100 people, right, and you wanted to do a voice drop, and say you're having a Father's Day promotion, and you could just say, hey, what's up? This is Jay from XYZ company. I just want to wish you a happy Father's Day. We do have this special for the first 10 dads, and I just want to, make sure that you are one of the first people that gets this before I introduce it publicly. So if you are wanting to get the XYZ promotion, give me a call back or text me at this phone number, and we'll definitely get you that deal. So what ends up happening is very generic voice drop, right? It's a very generic recording that we can actually upload into this program. And then if we do have people's phone numbers, that will automatically send them a missed call and also show up as a voicemail that's inside their inbox. So when somebody sees that, and they hear your voice, the business owner, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like Jay just hit me up and there's a Father's Day special. Yeah, I want to take that. So this is what we call the reactivation campaign, and it works very well if you use it properly.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we have about 7 minutes left if you want to touch on some more stuff. What really got me excited about this, of course, is the text marketing, because I have these two podcasts. I have the travel podcast on Wednesday and then this one on Friday. So now, instead of like texting, it's just going to take less than 10 minutes to send a text to all those people. Sure. But they need to be into your database. If you had to add them to the database, then that's a little bit more time. But this is also good for. We talked about this when we first met last month. I do a client retention follow-up, like how to be the Ask Cindy Connector type of person to where you're connecting and referring. And I also have a collaboration with another entrepreneur where we do a Google My Business. Yeah. So he teaches Google My Business and I teach the follow-up class. So how can we use this CRM for workshops? That's super crucial.
Yeah, so there's also another feature, and I'm sure Jim or anybody that knows what Go High Level can do, if you could just share my screen right here. There's a section called Reputation, and basically, if you did have people in your CRM, you could actually send them automatically. Let's see if Zach's in here. Zach Tavener. All right, cool. Oh, well, we'll just send it to him, right? So we can actually pull him up, and he's probably going to get emails if he see this. And then that will automatically send him a link to go to the Google review and basically say, so if you have their phone number or name or whatnot, you can easily just hit send review, and it'll automatically send them an email saying, hey, Zach, thank you so much for, shopping at my store. Do you have a quick 30 seconds to give me a review? And you could customize that if you wanted to, but inside here, you can easily send reviews in there, or inside the contact section, there is also a button inside there. Again, I don't want to hit this because I don't know if the contact information is in there, is like for real. But inside the contact section, there is also another way to quickly send out that review as well. And then, there's reporting right there. So if we're doing Google ads or we're doing Facebook ads or whatnot, we can, get reporting from those different platforms. And then we do have other things that there's another bell and whistle. We actually can connect this to LinkedIn and basically do some outreach through there. And then again, this is the video tutorials. Yeah. So the cool thing about LinkedIn outreach, this is another program that we do. This will automate connecting with people automatically. So you don't have to go in there. So what it'll do, it'll find your ideal client. So if you're trying to work with doctors in Southern California, we can target doctors in Southern California. It'll make that initial connection, and then it'll actually send out a message saying, hey, what's up? This is Jay. I just want to connect with you. I saw that you're living in California and you're a doctor. Would love to meet up for coffee. And that initial conversation is done automatically or in automation. And then and then you could automate it for another 2 or 3 different messages. But essentially what you're doing is adding a bunch of people in LinkedIn that are your ideal clients, and that could potentially connect with to do more business, right? And then
let me put something out there really quickly that's super important, and I'm sure you agree. When you're connecting with someone on LinkedIn, do not 100% do not send the dissertation about you're the best person that they need to connect with. Build that relationship first. Just like Jay and I, we built the relationship right out of the gate. We scheduled a one-on-one. I think we knew each other like probably 3 or 4 days. And yeah, it was about, let's connect. Let's see how we can serve each other. So
100%.
that we just have to be really careful. Don't you agree that happens a lot on LinkedIn? They don't really care about you.
Oh, no, yeah. You get a lot of people just barfing all of their services, and like you didn't even like, yeah. Like I get it all the time where people are just barfing, hey, I got this opportunity, or barfing like, hey, it's like, bro, like, hi, how are you? Like start that initial conversation where it's like, hey, like, how you doing? Like, and you can automate all that, right? Like, hey, how you doing? My name is Jay. I'm from California. Looks like you're from California too. You're a doctor.
My name is Cindy. I know people. I'm the connector. Let me know who you're looking for. Let's schedule a time to meet for coffee, virtually or in person.
Right. Yeah. So like really, how can you add value? How can you add value to that person's day or their business, and really just not, expect anything back, but it's what we call the law of reciprocation. Like, where can you add value to their business? Because eventually, if you do add value to their business, they're going to start referring you to other people that might need your service or product.
Yeah, and who talks about that a lot is Bob Berg. He's one of the reasons that I wrote my book. He
awesome
to write the book, and that's one of the things he talks about is be the pay it forward entrepreneur, not the selfish one. Yeah, that's actually one of the types of networkers. I have the selfish networker and the pay it forward one. And even when you're going to a live event, have it be about connecting them to somebody there. And they're always going to say, well, Jay or Cindy, I really want to get to know you. And well, why don't we meet outside of today? But today it's about you. And I want to find 2 people today to connect you with. It's going to really get you to the whole next level of being an entrepreneur in that way.
Awesome. That's very cool. And then I think that was pretty much it. Again, like the last part was just video tutorials or whatnot. And some of that's already embedded. So like if you wanted to like, how do you do this? It's all in there to walk you through how to do it. But again, like the reason why I shifted to this, just kind of recap, was I was actually spending a lot of money on ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign. And then there's another thing that connects Zapier, and all these other things. And it added up to like $300, $500 a month. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then once I found this with Zach, I was like, man, like it does everything here. So yeah.
Bring up the Nurture King website.
Yeah, I think it's just nurtureking.com, I believe. Let me just see if I can.
Yeah, we can look at that and then we'll close out.
Yeah, nurtureking.com /97. I think I spelled it wrong, but yeah, it might be nurtureking.com /97, and you can, there it is. So if you guys were interested in this, I'll go ahead and pull this up real quick. It is nurtureking.com. And if you just want to share that screen, nurtureking.com/97. And basically you can get all this stuff at, well, you know what? I don't even know if this is the right thing. I have to double check, but yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. I was tripping because it said Wix right here. I was like, okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I was like, no, but it's all the things that it can actually integrate with. So anyways, yeah. So this is it. It's $97 for all the bells and whistles that you can use. And nurtureking.com/97 is where you can really do some cool stuff with your CRM. So Jim says, I agree. This is a very robust and needed system for businesses. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, Jim, thank you so much for like jumping in here, because I know that you know the power of Go High Level or Nurture King. And a lot of more businesses need this to actually get more efficient and also just kind of put like things on automation. Yeah.
So in closing, we always talk about how you're going to pay it forward, either in your business or in the community. What will you do here in the next couple of days? Did you do the homework from last time?
Yeah, so I did. So what we did was we agreed on to actually paying it forward by the last time was to pay for someone's meal. And then for this time, I'm really paying it forward in my social media channels, where I'm going to be creating something amazing here in Austin. So like who I work with is Filipino business owners.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really creating something special for them here in Austin that has never been done. And that's kind of like in the works. And it's kind of like a secret, but I can't wait to announce it. But it's something that I'm really excited about. And that's what I'm really going to do to pay it forward, not only for today, but for the time that I'm going to be here in Austin.
Well, awesome. For me, how I'm paying it forward, one lucky listener will get a free national calendar. You can see right behind me. I'm actually the celebration ambassador for National Day Calendar. CelebrationNation.com. I'm actually speaking the end of August. I'm going to talk about how you could leverage social media and how to leverage National Day Calendar to send out birthday, half birthdays, National Popcorn Day, whatever national day. Today's National Streaming Day, so we could think of like a nice little gift to send for next year. And then on the community level, I'm actually going to take my very first flight lesson, and I'm going to fly over the Huntington Beach Pier. So I'm going to be in full-blown happiness on that one. That's like a total aviation bucket list. So throughout the weekend, anybody that I meet out and about on the street, or I talked about it earlier in my show at a grocery store, I'm going to thank everybody that's working at that grocery store for showing up to work, because we do not know when our last day is going to be. And to just make a difference in somebody's life, that's powerful. So.
Oh, yeah. Just even like a smile and just a short little compliment to somebody will actually maybe change the state of their being. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're having a bad day, and just saying how wonderful they are, or saying, I appreciate you, how hard you're working today. I just want to acknowledge that. Man, that can really flip someone's day. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Okay. And then shout outs, and then we'll close out.
Yeah, just a big shout out to everyone that's actually watching this show. I appreciate you bringing me back onto this show. I didn't know that this was going to be so powerful and where people want to learn more about CRM and follow up and automation. But I just want to give you a big shout out for, bringing me back on this show. And then shout out to everyone that's actually listening on here. If you guys got some value or whatnot, drop in the comments. What is your biggest takeaway from today's show? And I just want to shout you out for actually just spending the last 33 minutes with us.
And I want to shout out to you, first of all, for just being in my sphere of influence. I'm just so grateful for you. And I did connect you to my friend that does the mobile optical. I don't know if you got a chance to connect with him.
Not yet.
Yeah, just grateful, because, the very first thing we should always do is thank God or the universe, depending on your spiritual, that you woke up. Because it doesn't matter what happens every day. Waking up is the most important part of every single day. So I'm going to put you in the green room. I think there might be some wine and charcuterie in there. And then I'll close out and we'll chat for a few.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you. Well, there you go. Jay Aquino. Yeah, so his best referral is the Filipino entrepreneur, or any entrepreneur, but that is his niche. And I live here in Garden Grove, and we have a huge Asian community here. And we have a great Chamber of Commerce here in Garden Grove and also Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley. And so definitely I will be connecting Jay to so many people here. And he lives in Austin, Texas now, originally from LA, but you can connect with him here on Facebook or on YouTube. All the information will be there. So thank you so much, Jim, for tuning in. And everybody, if you are watching the rebroadcast, just type in rebroadcast here on the chat, and we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend and stay tuned over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live tomorrow. I'm hoping I could do some live shots of me on my very first airplane ride. Shaka, and add aloha to everybody that you meet. Think of 5 people that you're going to express gratitude, make those gratitude calls, and live your weekend like it was the last. Shaka, baby. Woohoo!